Hey, what's up guys? This is Jakeem the Nerdy Python coming at you with yet another movie review. So today, we're going to be discussing one of my favorite films of all time, The Beach, directed by Danny Boyle and starring Leonardo DiCaprio. So The Beach was released in the year 2000 and stars Leonardo DiCaprio as Richard, a 20-something-year-old traveler, in the search of a great adventure. He runs into a batshit crazy guy named Daffy who tells him about this secret beach community surrounded by mountains in Thailand, in which Richard looks for alongside the French couple Etienne and Francois. This film is as magical and breathtaking as a non-fictional film is going to get, and the fact that I bought it years after seeing it as a child really says a lot. And I believe I was like 8 when this film came out, so you do the math and you'll get my age. It has everything from stunning cinematography to an awesome soundtrack that just really captures every moment perfectly. Starting off with the cast, I have to say that this is Leonardo at his best here, even in his earlier days on film, and I've always felt a certain connection and likeness to his character Richard, who I see a lot of myself in. He's an average, unassuming guy in his mid-20s just trying to find his way in the world, and does so by traveling and creating memories with the people he meets along the way. DiCaprio really carries this film as his lead, who you really care about and just really hope the best for. Tilda Swinton, aka the Ancient One, is also in this film, and she plays Sal, who's like the damn mother of the community and just sort of keeps everything and everybody in check. I really love her character as this stern woman, but also very likable and full of personality at the same time. She also has a sensuality about her that makes her attractive, and we see it full force in a certain love scene that she shares with DiCaprio. We also have Patterson Joseph as Keaty, another standout character who's like the cool black guy of the film, which, let's just be honest, every film needs. He's very wise and charismatic and an added voice of reason with a good judgment and character. One scene that shows this is when he explains to Richard that the shape of a man's hands tell you everything you need to know about him, and that it's also a sign of compatibility with the woman he chooses, which I just find to be some of the most awesome philosophy ever. The actor and actress playing Etienne and Francois, along with the rest of the cast, which is a list far too long for me to read, also do amazing here and add that much more likability to the film. The tone of this film is also very engaging and makes you feel just a wide range of emotions. It has elements of suspense, drama, adventure, and romance, which plays a huge role in the story. There's more than a few scenes where Richard has to sort of, ease his way through a certain situation, causing you to feel anxious and edgy, and even heartbreaking moments that, make you tear up, as not all the characters have a happy ending, and the range of emotion you get from this film just gets stuck in your memory banks, making it one of a kind. This film, as old as it is, also has some amazing cinematography which really captures its essence, which is that of paradise. It takes place in the Southeast Asian islands, so as you can imagine, it's full of beautiful cutscenes displaying tropical landscapes and shorelines, making it very immersive. One of my favorite scenes in the movie is the love scene between Richard and Francois that starts off with them watching the glowing plantain on the water and pretty much ends with them making out under the surface as the moonlight shines on them, and the whole thing just plays out like this very dreamy-like fantasy. Moving on to the soundtrack is nothing short of this rich catchiness that just fits every scene perfectly, and is full of pop, electric, techno music that just gives the film a very fun and young vibe. There's this score that plays as the characters walk out onto the beach for the first time, and it really makes you feel all the wonder and excitement as they stare in awe at the paradise in front of them. Last, this film has a very important message about the pursuit of paradise, which in itself is not exempt from real life pain and suffering, since as humans, passion and desire are always constant, and even our downfall at times. There's many cases where the characters lie and even sacrifice the life of a friend just to keep the beach a secret, and it really just shows you the great lengths that people would go to maintain this perfect paradise. There's nothing really bad I can say about the film, except that somehow convincing perfect strangers, and a couple at that, to somehow nonchalantly follow you to a place that may not exist is highly unlikely. With that being said, The Beach remains one of my favorite films of all time. There's just something magical about this journey to paradise that I have you rewatching it years later. I'll give it a perfect 5 out of 5 snake eggs and highly recommend it for couples and any adults who's looking for a great time, and emphasis on the adult part because this is not a kid's movie, even though, I was a kid when I first saw it, but you get my point. So have you seen The Beach? What did you think? Leave your comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed my review and found it insightful. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you tap that bell for notifications. There's also links to my social media posted down in the description below. And as always, Nerdy Python is out of here.